Okay, so we'll get ourselves into a kneeling position, a tall kneeling position. So if you want something just to keep your knees nice and soft, maybe go onto a pillow or something, unless your carpet's nice and soft. We'll take hands round to the back. We'll pull them down so we lock the shoulders in place, and we're just going to focus on rotating through the neck. So from here, we'll go chin in towards the chest. We'll reach that chin over towards the left shoulder. We'll twist up towards the ceiling. We'll bring it round to the opposite side and back to center. And we want to feel a stretch in all parts of this rotation. So just nice and slow and controlled. We'll just go through 3 rotations one way, 3 rotations the other. So we're just scanning through the neck, checking for any abnormalities, anything that feels a little bit uncomfortable. If there is, just go around them. So 3 one way, 3 the other. Once we've done that, we're going to get ourselves into a kneeling push-up. Good. So 3 rotations one way, 3 rotations the other on the neck. From here, we're just going to get ourselves into a kneeling push-up, and we're going to try to rotate through the back of the shoulder. This is a quick version, but just I'll show you what the movement and action is going to look like. And then we're going to try and do it as slow as we can. We'll not say as slow as we can, but just with purpose. So as we get ourselves into this push-up position on the knees, we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades back. We're going to drop them down towards the hips. We'll press away from the ground, and then we'll shrug the shoulders up towards the ears, and then pull the shoulders back as 1. Drop down to the hips, press up, shrug the shoulders, squeeze them together as 2. I'm going to go through 5 each direction. Just keep the same pace, make it as smooth as possible, the biggest circle you can, moving through the back of the shoulder. We've got 1 more. So as we shrug up to the ears and pull the shoulder back, hold. Keeping the shoulders shrugged up towards the ears, press away from the ground. Drop the shoulders down towards the hips, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then shrug up towards the ears is 1. So we're going to carry on trying to make smooth rotations through to 5. So that for me is going to be 2. Squeezing through the back of the shoulders, shrug up to the ears, press away is 3. Just trying to make sure that we're not zigzagging or just going up and down. We are trying to move through the back of the shoulder blade as best we can. I think I've got 1 more. Perfect. From here, we're back up into that tall kneeling position. So we should have felt that then through the back of the shoulder, probably as well as the shoulder as well, because we are pushing. And then from here, we're going to look through, going through the shoulder joint itself. So keeping the arm nice and straight. Actually, we'll get ourselves into a tall kneeling position, so we've got a bit of space. We're going to take the thumb facing forwards. We're going to raise it up in front of us, just so you can see. So thumb's going to face upwards. Torso is going to feel nice and firm. Getting the bicep up to the ear until I can't bring my arm up anymore. Turn the hand away from you. Keep your chest facing forwards and continue to pull back through the shoulder, twisting through that shoulder joint as best you can until your thumb is facing the back. And in this closed position, we're going to extend through the back of the shoulder, open up the shoulder, palm facing up towards the ceiling, continue to twist until the biceps to the ear, and then thumb down. So we're trying to move through this shoulder joint as best we can. Raise the arm up, get to that end range. As soon as that happens, turn the palm of your hand away, continue to twist through the shoulder, thumb faces back, knuckles to the side of your hip, extend out to the back, turn the palm up towards the ceiling, bicep brushes the ear, thumb down. We're going to go 1 more there and backwards. So raise the arm up, get to that end range, turn the hand away, keep twisting round, all the way through until the thumb faces back, extend out to the back, open up the shoulder, twist the hand up, bicep brushes the ear, thumb down. So just make sure when we come round to the back that the knuckles are twisting towards you, thumb faces backwards. What we don't want to do is have the palm facing outwards here. So palm of your hand is facing out and knuckles towards you. Same on the other side. So we raise the left hand up. Again, get to that end range. We're not going to arch back, so keep your torso upright. Turn the palm of your hand away and keep turning the thumb down to the ground. Keep turning it round to the back, knuckles to the side of you. arm, keeping the arm nice and straight. Raise the arm out to the back as best you can till you get to that block. Turn the hand up, open up the shoulder, bicep brushes the ear, thumb down. Same again, out to the front. Get to that end range, turn the hand away, keep rotating through the shoulder, thumb faces back, out to the back, open up, all the way past, brushing the ear, thumb down. Last one there and backwards. So raise the arm up, get to that block, turn the hand away, keep turning till the thumb is back, knuckles to the side of you, extend through the shoulder, all the way up, bicep brushes the ear, thumb down. Sticking in this position, we're going to start thinking that from the rib cage down towards the ground is completely solidified in concrete. Only everything from above this point now is able to move. And from here, we're looking to do some spine rotations. So we're going to flex forward, we're going to twist, we're going to extend all the way around back to center, and then we're going to come all the way back around as well. So from here, we'll go arms across the chest, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your bum, squeeze your stomach. From here, we're going to fold forward until we get a stretch coming through the top of the back. Twist to the right as best as you can. Side bend until we get, so side bend to the right until we get a stretch on the left-hand side. And then we're looking to extend through that spine, continuing to rotate round to the opposite side. Folding forward with the shoulders until we're back to center. Two more, twist to the right. Side bend, extend all the way around. Drop to the other side and so you feel a stretch on the opposite side. And back round to center. Same again, twist to the right. Side bend, extend all the way around, drop to the opposite side, back to center, and hold. We do the same again, but the other way. So now we twist it to the left. Side bend, extend all the way around, drop the shoulder down towards the opposite side, round the upper back, back to center, twist to the left, side bend, extend, rotate all the way around, back to center. Last one, twist, side bend, extend round, and rotate. So all those movements we've just done there are what's called just upper body controlled articular rotation. So really it's just something you can do every day. And that's only just the top half. We'll do some lower bits in a bit. But that's just somewhere you can just focus on, okay, well, what feels like I just need to do a little bit more work? So does my shoulder feel a little bit icky? Does my neck feel a little bit icky? Does the back of my shoulders? Does the top of my spine feel a little bit uneasy for whatever reason? And it just gives you a point of like, well, okay, I feel like I need to do a little bit more work in that. And that work just at the moment is what we call CARA, so controlled articular rotations. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to grab yourself a sofa. There's your sofa or a chair of some sort. So we're just going to be leading off a little bit from what we did last week. If you can remember, or if you can't, I'll tell you anyway. We managed to put our hands up in front. We managed to send ourselves down to the ground a little bit. So we got a stretch coming through the front of the shoulder. And I got you to force your arm down. And then we got to lift them up. If you can't remember that, that is what we did. So that's what we call the pails and rails. So a progressive and a regressive angular isometric loading. This probably goes through one ear and out the other, but I'm going to explain anyway. From here, keeping your arm nice and straight, we're going to send yourself down into this stretch. And then I'm going to get you to try to lift your hand up. It won't, but the back of your shoulder is going to do a lot of work. Still working as hard as you can. We're going to lift with your other hand, or you push your other hand into the ground, and then we're going to come down. So we're working at a massively end range movement in our quadrupedal position. So from here, please place your hand up onto sofa, chair, or whatever we have. With the arm nice and straight, close to the side of your head. I just want you to use your left hand to inch yourself forward or down to the ground so we feel a stretch coming through the outside of that rib cage. You might get a little bit of a stretch elsewhere, but keeping the arm nice and straight, I want you to fall into this stretch. So as we get ourselves into an end range here, think about trying to raise your arm off or just feel a contraction through the back of the shoulder. Because in a second, I'm going to get you to try to lift your hand off as hard as you can. But with your left hand, I'm actually going to get you to press up. You're still going to work really hard trying to lift this arm up, and then we're going to come back down. So it's what we call a passive range. So we'll get into this passive position, lift off. So from here, with your right hand, start to lift off as best you can, but contract at a hard effort. From here, use your left hand to press into the floor and lift up. Keep pulling the arm up, come all the way back down, relax the right arm is 1. We're going to go through 10 of these in total. So again, squeeze through the back of the shoulder, arm nice and straight. Use your opposite hand now to press into the ground. Bring it back down to the chair and relax. Number 3, start to lift that right arm off. Press into the ground, back down to the floor, relax the right arm. Number 4, try to lift, press with the left hand, down to the ground, and relax. Number 5, start to lift, hard effort with that right arm, press with the left, down, relax. 5 more on this side. Hard contraction, lifting the arm up. Keep the arm locked in as we press, all the way back down is 6. Number 7, try to lift that right arm. Press with the left. Down, relax. Number 8, try to squeeze that back arm. Press with the left. Down, 2 to go. Again, contract through the back of the right arm. Left arm presses, back down to the ground, and relax. Last one. Pull with the right arm, press, down, good, relax there, out you get. So the idea here is trying to get the right arm up into an end range. I'm trying to do it because we can't do it to each other. I'm trying to get you to an end range, of which I want you to try to pull your hand up, hold it in place, working through the back of the shoulder as hard as we can, and back down. So this is my adventurous way of trying to do this at a distance. So from here, we do the same on the other side. Left hand comes all the way up, nice and close to the side of the head. And I want you just to send yourself down into a nice deep stretch. And then same again, I'll just reiterate what we're going to do. So with the left hand, you're going to contract through the back of the shoulder like you're trying to lift your arm up off the chair. And holding that position, we're going to lift the arm up by pressing down with the right hand and then back down towards the chair. Here we go, rep number 1. So start to lift with that left arm, hold, use the right hand to press, keep squeezing the hand up towards the ceiling and back down as 1. Arm straight, start to lift, hold, press in the ground, down towards the bottom, hold. Number 3, start to lift the left arm, press into the ground. Back down towards your chair, hold. Number 4, start to lift, press into the ground, down towards the chair, relax. Number 5, lift, press, down to the chair, 5 to go. Start to lift and contract through the shoulder, press into the ground, arm stays locked out, back down to the chair is 6. Lift the arm up, press away from the ground, back down towards the chair is 7. Try to lift, press, down, and relax. Number 8, contract through the back of the shoulder, hold and press, down towards your chair. Good, there's 9. Last one. Start to lift, press into the ground, back down towards your chair, and out you pop. Marvelous. I hope I explained that well. I hope. Back of the shoulders should feel like you could crack an egg on them and you get nice and fried. So we have done in the past as well some of this movement. So we've done some hip rotations. I'm sure some of you have seen this before. I'm going to add a slightly different edge to it and we're going to make it slightly more challenging. So from here, we're going to go onto our hands and knees and we're going to extend the right leg all the way back. So as I go through this, I don't mind you just going through it with me because I'm going to try and explain it as best I can. So we're going to extend the right leg back so we get basically into a top of a push-up. Now with the left foot, I'm going to externally rotate the hip, trying to bring the foot in towards the elbow. Now we're going to try to balance on our foot and our hands to then raise that leg up. I'm then going to look to turn the foot out and around, out to the side. So out to the side, round to the back, bringing ourselves all the way back round until the knee is to the floor. Probably pushing the boundaries here, but hey, we've all got to try something somewhere. So from here, you're going to extend the right foot back, hands onto the ground, and think about squeezing your heel to your bum on your left foot. Hold that position. You're going to pivot on your knee, bringing your foot as far in as you can towards the right elbow. Now we're going to balance on our hands and our feet. Start to, in this position with the left leg, pull your shin up towards your hands. Hold. Now from here, turn the foot out. Raise the leg out to the side, still keeping your heel to your bum. Raise the heel to the back. Thigh is going to try and come parallel to the ground. Knees together, drop on the floor. That's one. Let's see if we can try and do two unbroken. This challenge. Ready? Heel to bum. Turn the foot in as hard as you can. Start to raise the shin up to the hands. Turn the foot out. Raise the hip out to the side. Heel comes round to the back. Knees together. Let's see if we can do this. So come knee forward. Stay off the ground. Turn the heel in towards your hand. Raise the leg up towards your arms. Raise the foot leg out to the side. Round to the back. Knees together. Hold. It's a little bit tougher than just going like this. There's just a bit of a challenge there for you. We're going to do the same thing again. Right leg out, heel to bum, but we're now going to go in the reverse. So as we come into the reverse, hip comes out to the side, and then I want you to think about taking your left foot and twisting it up towards your right hand, and then bringing it back to center. We'll try our best on this one. Extend the right leg. Heel to left bum, the heel to your left heel to your bum. Raise the leg out to the back. Open up the hip out to the side. Now try to pull your inside of your left foot up towards your left hand. Keep it up towards your left hand. Slide your leg across. Bringing yourself back to your knees on the floor. Heel to bum. Raise the leg out to the back. Open up the hip to the side. Pull the inside of your foot towards your left hand. Slide it off across the floor, across to your right hand. Knees on the ground. Last one. Heel to bum. Raise out to the back. Open up the hip. Pull the inside of your foot to your left hand. Slide it across the floor to your right hand. Knees together. Relax there. Geez, that is difficult to say and do. Okay. Same on the other side. So now we're going to extend left foot out to the back. And the right foot is going to do the work. From here then. Right heel to right bum. Turn the inside of your foot inwards. From here, this is where the work happens. So start to lift the knee off. Pull the shin up towards your arms. Hold. Turn the outside of your foot out and away from you. Raise the leg out to the side. Round to the back. And drop the knee to the floor and hold. Here we go. Heel to bum. Turn the inside of the foot inwards. Raise the leg up towards your hands. Turn the foot out. Raise the leg out to the side. Round to the back. Drop the knee to the floor. Turn the foot in. Balance. So the knee comes off. Raise the leg up. Turn the foot out. Extend the hip out to the side. Round to the back. Knees together. Relax there. So now we go the same, but now in the reverse. Here we go. Right heel to right, bring your heel up to your bum. Balance on the feet in your hands. Pull the heel up to the sky. Hold. Open up the hip. Bring the inside of your foot towards your right hand. Try and bring then your heel towards your left hand. Turn the foot back. Rest your knee on the floor. Number two to go. Heel to bum. Raise out to the back. Open up the hip. Bring the inside of the foot to your right hand. Slide it across towards your left hand. Knee onto the ground. Foot backwards. Last one. Heel to bum. Raise out to the back. Open up the hip. Inside of the foot comes towards the right hand. Slide it across, if possible, towards the left hand. And then knee down. Relax there. difficult. Very hard indeed. Okay, so from here, we're going to get ourselves into an abduct. We're going to get ourselves into a stretch work in the adductors. Now, we did this last week, and all I'm doing is just increasing intensity a little bit. So from here, we're going to slide the right leg out to the side. And if we look to the side here, I want to make sure that it's a nice straight line. It's not too far forward. It's not too far backwards. It's directly out to the side. And then I want you to slide that foot out as best as you can. So to start with, opposite knee is going to be underneath your hip, and then you're going to slide out. And from here, you should get a stretch on the inner part of the thigh. Now, last week we held for 1 minute. This week we're going to hold for 1.5 minutes. And then I'm going to tell you the work that we're going to do in this position. First of all, we stretch, and then we do some work. Here we go. So 90 seconds is going to start now. So slide that foot out until we get a stretch on the inner part of the thigh. You may even get, potentially, depending on how your hips are, you might get a little bit on the opposite side as well. And just stay nice and relaxed. So over this 90 seconds, if you feel like you want to increase the stretch by taking the foot even further away, you can do. But just feel the tension, hold, allow the tension just to die down a little bit. And then we can increase the stretch a little bit. So like I said, we're going to hold here for 90 seconds. 40 seconds gone. If you feel like you want to take the foot out a little bit further and get a slightly deeper stretch, you can definitely do that as well. So it should just be nice, take a nice deep breath, allowing that stretch to get deeper and deeper. 30 seconds to go.
Sam, can you do it on your elbows? Sam?
Yeah.
Can you do it on your elbows?
If you want to.
Because my wrists.
Your wrists are hurting.
It's a lot risky, isn't it?
He is very risky, yeah. If you want,
yeah.
Either that, if you have bells or something, you can maybe put your hands, or you can make a fist. Don't mind if you want to make a fist or not. Okay, so relax there. So last week, just bring yourself back up, move your hips a little bit if you wish. Last week, I got you to lift and back down. Whether you remember that or not, I got you to lift and back down. This week, I'm going to get you to lift. I'm also going to get you to pull your heel to your bum. Keep that leg up as high as you can, extend all the way out and back down. Now, warning, cramps might kick in the hips. Just do the best you can. So I'm going to say lift, bend, extend, down. And we're going to go through 8 repetitions of those in total. So from here, hands onto the ground, slide the leg out towards the side. I want you to be in a position you can lift the leg. Remember, if you look at my body here, this is my hip that's only moving. This is other parts of my body that's moving. That's what we don't want. So take your hands nice and wide. Okay, so here we go. Remember, I'll say lift, bend, extend, and back down. Here we go. Rep number 1. Lift, bend. Keep the knee off the ground as high as you can. Extend, down. Is what? In the first rep already, Amit. Come on. Okay, rep number 2. Lift, bend, extend, down. And when I say extend, I want you to squeeze your thigh. Really try to get it as extended as best you can. Rep number 3. Lift, bend, extend, down. OM's about to go. Ooh. Number 4. Lift, bend, extend, down. Number 5. Lift, bend, extend, down. Number 6. Lift, bend, extend, down. 2 more. Lift, bend, extend, down. Number 8. Lift, bend, extend, down, out you pop, however you wish. Good, so what we do to one side, we do the same to the other. Alexis, you just bailed. Okay, so from here, we do the same on the other side. So left leg comes out to the side. And same again, we're going to hold for 90 seconds. So sliding that foot all the way out as best as you can, feeling that stretch on the inner part of the thigh. Time starts now, 90 seconds. So the reason why we're doing this is I'm trying to lengthen the inside of the leg so that when we start doing that work on the opposite side of the hip, we have a bit of movement free to be able to do the work in that opposite position. So this is to stretch the inner part of the joint, and then we're looking to do work on the outside of the joint. So it's 30 seconds gone. So over this time frame, like I said, if you feel like you want to get slightly deeper into the stretch, you can do. And that's just simply just take your foot a little bit further away from you. So just to be clear, I know we're putting ourselves into these positions, but if you don't want to go into them or they feel too uncomfortable to go into them, then don't go so far. If, for example, like we're doing the bend of the knee at the moment, if it's too painful on the outside of the hip, then I don't want you to bend the knee. If you're able to kind of bend your knee in a little bit and do a little lift, you can do that as well. So just play around with it a little bit. If it's too much, I'm going to try my best to have a look. It's quite difficult to look and do and talk all in one hit. 15 seconds, we'll come out of the stretch, we'll go back into a similar position like this, and then we'll start doing that work. Good, and then just slide yourself out however you feel comfortable. So now we get ourselves into the same position, in a position now that you can lift. Again, bend the leg, extend out, and place back down. Arms stay straight, remember? What we don't do is lift the leg and the right arm bends. So hands nice and wide. Leg out to the side. Same again. Ready. Lift. Bend. Extend. And down. 1. Number 2. Lift. Bend. Extend. Down. When I say bend and extend, slowly go in, slowly go out. Try to not come in and out too quick. Number 3. Lift. Bend, extend, down. Number 4, lift, bend, extend, down. Number 5, lift, bend, extend, down. Number 6, lift, bend, extend, down. 2 to go. Number 7, lift, bend, extend, down. Last one. Lift, bend, extend, and down. Relax there. Good. Marvelous. HG, you're good? Yes. Thumbs up, like the way. Okay, so from here, at the very start of the movements of the session, in a torn position, I got you to flex, twist, extend, and all the way round. And we did it very much at a low level. So the focus now is going to try and do it with more intense and make it more intent. And it's going to make every repetition really, really hard. So in the tribe, I said, grab a ball, grab a sofa, grab a sofa if you want, grab a pillow, but something that you can hold in the middle of your chest that I want you to be able to squeeze and create as much internal pressure as you can. So each repetition we do is going to be looking to be at a hard effort. Oh, basketball, me, yeah, player. Okay, so I'll explain the movement. I'll explain how we want it to go. So in this tall kneeling position, so again, I'm just in a kneeling position, and I have my object in front of me. So I'm going to look to try to squeeze at about 75% effort. And I want you to squeeze through everything. I want you to push your feet into the ground. I want you to squeeze your bum, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your stomach, and squeeze your object at about 75% effort. And I want you to hold that throughout the entire rotation. So as I'm squeezing really hard, I take a deep breath in. As I squeeze, I hold. From here, we keep that tension all the way through the body into that folding position. I'm then going to twist, still keeping that pressure all the way through, and we continue that rotation all the way around. It's going to be slow, It's going to be hard because I don't want you to let that pressure off in any way, shape or form. So we are going to go through 3 rotations each way. After each one, we'll take a little rest. We'll give yourself a bit of a breather. We'll come back in. So remember, this is a hard effort, 75%. So you have a little bit left in you. The intent is always there. So from here, across the body, squeeze in the bum, 75%. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your stomach, squeeze your object. Hold. Keep this pressure on throughout the entire rotation. From here, we fold forward, still squeezing, nothing is let go. Twist to the right, slowly, get to an end range. Keep the pressure on, side bend. Don't let anything go in this pressure. Continue to rotate round as we extend through. Keep the pressure on as we drop the elbow down to the left hip. Start to fold over, still don't let off the pressure. Relax there is 1. So it should be tough. If it's not, squeeze a bit more. Number 2, squeeze your bum, your thighs, your stomach, squeeze the object, start to fold forward. Don't let the pressure off. Twist to the right, side bend, still don't let it off. Keep everything squeezed, bum, thighs, object, slowly moving round to the opposite side, rounding in that front position again. Relax. Think of this as like a 3-rep, hard effort rotation. Same again. Squeeze the bum, squeeze the thighs, squeeze the object, hold, 75%, fold forward, don't let it off. Twist to the right. Side bend, don't let the pressure off, keep squeezing, 75%, squeeze your bum, squeeze your thighs, feet into the floor, don't let the object go, and relax there. So think of like bodybuilders. Bodybuilders, they hold these positions for such a long period of time. That's effectively what we're trying to do, but also move at the same time. So that is 3 one way. Now we do 3 the other to finish. Grabbing your object, squeeze your bum, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your stomach. Squeeze 75% again, fold forward. Now we twist to the left. Don't let off the pressure. Side bend, extend all the way around. Keep the butt squeezed, keep the thighs squeezed, calves, toes, stomach, object, everything squeezed. Relax. 2 reps to finish. 75%, squeeze your toes, calves, bum, thighs, stomach, object, fold forward. Twist to the left. Side bend. Extend. Don't let up the pressure. Keep the pressure on, slowly moving through the movement. Round to the opposite side. Back to center, relax. Final one to finish. Squeeze, thighs, bum, calves, toes, stomach, object, everything. Fold forward. Twist to the left. Don't let the pressure off, side bend. Keep the butt squeezed. Keep the object squeezed. Rotate round, don't let off. Round to the front. And relax there, drop. Melting. I'm melting ever so slightly. Marvelous team, marvelous work. Sweaty. And all we're doing is squeezing, just giving ourselves great big hugs. How sad is that? No, we're joking. Any questions at all, team? All good? We're going to do like half-hour sessions on a Sunday, just to keep it nice and short. We'll get a lot of work in when we do that. But HG, how was that with a bit of explanation? We're doing a bit more. I don't want to turn it into a seminar, but
all good.
All good. I can't say to you, you need to unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that last one,
Yeah.
what do you do in terms of breathing? Because I found myself getting out of breath halfway down.
So it's kind of like, think about if we were doing like 3 reps on a bench press or 3 reps on a back squat. It's kind of similar to that, really. I mean, I'm not looking for you to hold, because let's say it was taking us about 10-ish seconds to do a rotation. So it's like if you were to go through a movement, I want you to keep your body tense, but still allow yourself to be able to breathe a little bit.
Okay.
Back to the start, and then all of a sudden you pass out leaning backwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was all...
We are looking to try to keep the pressure and keep that intensity in, but at the same time, obviously, try to keep the breathing going as best we can.
Okay, great. That was super, Sam. Thank you.
Very welcome. So yeah, I've just I've gone a little bit out of usual stuff really. Still recording.